my darlings, it's a Thursday morning and I decided to vlog. So I started off my morning with lots of smiles from baby, and I'm going to be making my regular smoothie that I make nearly every single day, and it's just mixed berries with some blueberries and some sea moss gel. So I'm just gonna go ahead and just put a generous amount in my blender. I'm gonna blend it up with some almond milk. I love using plant-based milks in my smoothies, and once it's all blended up, it should look something like this. Now the sea moss in this is just absolutely amazing. As you may or may not know, sea moss has so many health benefits, and it's possibly why my skin has been glowing so much lately on camera. Gonna go ahead and drink some of it, and oh my goodness, it's just so yummy. So once I was done with my smoothie, I'm actually working on some dal puri roti. Here I am measuring the dough, making sure it's 100 grams. Got my roti filling, and I'm just gonna go ahead and put a spoonful of filling in each and rolling it into some dough ball. Once I'm done, I'm gonna go ahead and roll it out flat and fry it using some vegetable ghee. Now that all of my roti has been fried, I'm gonna go ahead and just place them on a plate. You guys can count it. Let's see if any of you can get the correct amount as to how many I had on the plate. And over here, I'm gonna work on a quick omelette for breakfast. I'm absolutely starving, okay? So I had my smoothie, I made the roti. Now I'm gonna make some delicious breakfast and just have a quick little chill, because yeah, my morning has been going really crazy busy. As for the dal puri roti, if you type in YouTube Terry dal puri roti, you'll see a detailed recipe for it, so you can always check it out. So for breakfast, I'm having 2 eggs. Gonna go ahead and just put in some plum tomatoes in the center. I actually thought I had spinach, but I didn't have any, so you can put some plum tomatoes. Go ahead and put some cheese, spinach, whatever you have on hand, black pepper, or season it however you like. And I'm just gonna fold it over. It came out so beautiful because I did grate some cheese on the top and in the center. I also put some chili flakes on top for some extra kick, and this omelette was just so beautiful. I actually had it with a slice of toast because yeah, I was very hungry that morning. Usually I have it on its own, but I was really hungry that morning. Once done with breakfast, I was over here cleaning so many cases of chicken, okay? I think it must have been about 8 cases of chicken, and yeah, that was just a lot, about 8 kilos of chicken. Taking the skin off and cleaning it and just letting it soak in some lemon juice and vinegar. And yes, just make sure this is cleaned, washed, and just ready. I seasoned it up because I'm gonna be making some curry chicken on Friday, and once this was all done, I started with some prep for dinner. For dinner, we're having some roast chicken with mashed potatoes and veg, just something very easy. So I have 4 chicken legs that I already cleaned with some lemon juice and vinegar, and I'm just gonna season it with a little oil, some salt, oregano. Gonna go in with some garlic powder as well, and I'm gonna add some black pepper. And listen, you can also just add some freshly grated ginger on top. I've been loving grated ginger in my chicken lately. Think it just gives it such a nice flavor, and I just really think it's something you guys need to get onto. Okay, I'm gonna also put some whole garlic cloves in this. Give it a really good mix. I know it looks really basic, but yes, trust me, the seasonings in this is more than enough. Although I was really tempted to throw on some of my homemade green seasoning, you can do that if you want to, but keep this nice and simple. Use all of the seasonings that I mentioned and you will have some juicy roasted chicken. Like, it's so good. Gonna mix it up well, make sure the seasoning gets beneath the skin and everywhere, and I'm gonna cover it with some clear up while I go on the school run. Once I'm back, I'm gonna go ahead and work on this dinner. Okay. Once I got back from the school run, I'm gonna work on my mashed potatoes. My chicken is still marinating, so I'm using 4 large potatoes. I'm gonna peel it and chop it. Then I'm gonna give it a quick rinse, and then I'm just gonna add it into a pot of water with a little salt and oregano. Let it boil for about 10 minutes till it's nice and soft. Then we're gonna mash it, okay? At this point, my chicken also went into the oven. I'm gonna be roasting it for about 40 minutes. Put it on 180 degrees Celsius for about 30 minutes. And as you can see, baby's in the background in the bottom left playing away. He's been standing all day just waiting to take these first few steps. But now I'm just here prepping my veg, and I'm just gonna be using some broccoli. Only gonna use half of my broccoli today and about half of a red bell pepper that I had remaining. I'm gonna go ahead and just cut it in half, and then I'm just gonna steam it. Really just some quick veg. Make sure you wash all your veg and everything before you cook it. And yes, I'm gonna go ahead and season it lightly once it's all prepped with a little all-purpose seasoning, black pepper, oregano, and a little butter. Then I'm gonna let it steam on low heat for about 5 minutes. You don't need to add any liquid or anything like that in the veg. And yes, this is literally the quickest way to make some yummy steamed veg with no hassle. Well, my potatoes had been boiling for about 10 minutes. It's been boiling with some gorgeous garlic, and it's now time to mash. So I'm going in with this 100% plant-based double cream, and it's basically very similar to heavy cream but a plant-based version, okay? So I'm just gonna mash my potatoes using this masher. Usually I like to just use my whisk, but I didn't want to put out my electric whisk today. I just wanted to give a really quick rough chop because I've been so busy today and I don't have that much energy left, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and mix it using my spatula. As you can see, it's nice and smooth and buttery, and it looks really beautiful. So if you're feeling fancy, go ahead and pull out the electric whisk and make this nice and fluffy, but there's no need, okay? At this point, my chicken had been going, I'd say, for about 20 to 30 minutes roughly. So I went ahead and checked it. I did baste it, and what I'm gonna do now, turn up the heat to 200 degrees Celsius on the grill function, and you see you got some nice color going on. This chicken looks so beautiful, and yeah, it came out so lovely. I'm gonna go ahead and plate this up because I'm exhausted and I just really wanted to have dinner, give the family dinner, and go to bed, okay? So add a generous amount of mash, some veg, and then that beautiful chicken leg onto the plate. Pour in some of the gravy that was at the bottom of the tray in the chicken, and this is dinner served, okay? No stress, no hassle, just some yummy, healthy, beautiful dinner for your family in about an hour. This was literally a day in my life, all done. Obviously, there are a few clips that I didn't show, like the school runs and these other bits that I'm still getting the hang of vlogging as I go along. But yes, my darlings, it's been an absolute pleasure having you here, and I'll see you again in my next one. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.